Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I have an important message for those who that this situation might pertain to. Now, I woke up with a song on my mind, but I want you to hear me out before you click off and decide that, I don't know what I'm talking about, or that even if this doesn't apply to you, but hear me out on this. So the song that I woke up with was an R. Kelly song. Now, I am a child of that whole era. Matter of fact, I was grown and doing adult things, in the high time highlight of this certain person's career. But, his career has been diminished, and rightfully so, because of his actions. And the person that I'm speaking of is R. Kelly, Robert Kelly. So R&B singer. He referred to himself as the Pied Piper. And for a lot of meanings on the spiritual path, we have recognized why he named himself this. And, of course, leading to his exposure of, dealing with underaged women and just the things that were going on in his whole camp that began with him. Anyway, the song that I woke up with was, and it's been playing over and over and over in my mind. It's There Can Only Be One Me. So anytime that I wake up with a song already playing in my mind, I know that it's for a reason. At this age, I do realize that there is a meaning behind it. I do have a Libra moon. So Librans are connected to music in a special way. So I definitely look at it as a message. Now, here's what I'm getting to, guys. We have to be also mindful and also protective of our energy. Now, if you are in a twin flame or divine masculine, divine feminine relationship, or have been, I don't feel like there's anything that you can do to kind of sever that cord as much as you try. You might have used even spell work, or tried to, maybe you paid someone to, do this for you, to try to have maybe a cut and clear, to cut those energetic cords. But for some reason, they're still allowed entry back into your field because there is a tie that is unbreakable. And I know that's probably something that you don't want to hear, but I bet what I'm saying to you is making sense if this is the situation for you. So if this isn't, you're welcome. You're free to click off. But, this also could be a lesson to where, we think that we're protected, and then we might, drop the ball, and then that influence comes back in somehow and penetrates. All right. So this is what I wanted to do, you guys. With that whole song, the song is a spell. I even had to look up the lyrics today because, when you're singing along to something and it's moving you in a certain way, it's maybe the music in the background, just the ambiance that you create in your mind, maybe someone you were with at the time. All of those things kind of supersede the actual lyrics that you're actually implanting into your spirit. So I went and I looked up the lyrics, and I'm telling you, I couldn't even get through like the first whatever they call it, when you're da 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 da, and then you get to the chorus, and then you do another da 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 da, and then you get to the chorus again, whatever that is. I couldn't even get through the first one without having to put my phone down, walk away, and just regroup, because what I was reading was just so pertinent to what is actually happening right now. If you're separated from your DM or your twin flame, if you have them blocked physically, like social media blocked, contact on the phone blocked, they're still trying to get in whatever way that they can. And what was unbeknownst to you is that the reason why this is so powerful, especially if you're on your spiritual path, so are they. But the whole thing was they weren't using their powers for good. They were using them for bad. Whereas you wisened up and went through your journey, you went through the hard stuff, and you passed the test. So you were always using your power for good, right? However, they're still in that energy of manipulation. They're still wanting to get you back to where it was, to where they were able to easily be the Pied Piper in your life and entice you with different things to try to get you back on board, and then they ghost you again, right? That's the scenario. But with this song, me waking up to this song, I was like, okay, I see what's going on. I see that my DM definitely is still trying to get back in. Even though he's physically blocked, there's like a lot of distance between us. We don't talk. We don't see each other, anything like that. But he's sending me love messages. So you know what that makes me think? He's actually creating love spells in his mind. And when I was talking about the unbeknownst to you, I also failed to mention, unbeknownst to you, this person is a spellcaster. This person is a wizard. This person does the same things you do. Why would you put that past him? Y'all are twins. It's a DMDF sort of relationship. Don't put anything past anyone ever in life. I always say trust no one, okay? All right, let's get down to this reading, Spirit. Holy Spirit, God, Goddess, I want to know what's going on with this divine masculine and all the divine masculines out there who are separated from their divine feminine. What's going on with them? Like, ew, stop sending me love messages. And the creepy part is you're sending me R. Kelly love songs. Like, ew. Were you messing with underage girls too? I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it one bit. Let me shuffle one more time because I'm getting heated. I know y'all feel that energy too, but whoo, like, no. Not today, Satan. All right. So Spirit, Holy Spirit, my holy angels, God, Goddess. I also call on Archangel Michael and Goddess Oshun. Please, what in the world is going on with the divine masculine energies out here? Pure divine white light only. Anything less than that, leave now. You are not welcome here. All right, y'all, let's get into this reading. I'm sorry that intro was so long, but I had to make sure that y'all stuck around, and you know that this would have some sort of relevance to you. I don't want to keep you if it didn't. All right, Spirit, what's going on with the divine masculines? All right, Hanging Man flew out sideways with a quickness too. All right, let me get a couple more cards, see what's happening. All right, okay, so at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords is here. So yeah, we understand that you're going through agony because of the agony that you put us through. So yeah, the tables have turned, obviously. We already know that. We're well aware of that, even though we're not in communication. We could feel that. We understand. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles here and the World card and the Page of Swords in reverse. Yikes. Man, are they still talking junk about us behind our backs to family? Like does that, what kind of mental illness is that? Spirit, please clarify the cards on the table. What kind of mental illness is that? And I'm going to grab a channeled message here in just a moment. Even though this was a channeled song that came to me this morning and still on repeat in my mind. Let's see what else I can pick up intuitively by channel. Mature man. All right. Let me say this. This is not in any way to bash the divine masculine. It's like, just give me my space, man. Just please completely back up, okay? You're like in a permanent timeout because I know that we're going to meet again somewhere down the line, whether it be the next life or whatever. But I need you to go ahead and sit in the corner forever for this lifetime, okay? All right, so Got the concern card and the bad health card. I feel like there's something that he's contemplating wanting to tell you, Divine Feminine, according to his health. And then of course, he did a lot of goings ons behind your back, Divine Feminine. So now that he knows that you're aware of this, because I do believe that as well, because you put him on ice for like longer than you've ever done before. So it's already kicked into him that this is really it. So now he's trying to think of, or I want to say concoct some sort of sympathy to get you to listen to him. But what is for real is that it does involve bad health. So I don't know if this is because of all his sleeping around and he maybe contracted some sort of, venereal disease, or maybe, by just the substances. It could be alcohol, could be drugs, maybe that caught up to his liver, to, maybe physical mobility, could be some issues with that as well. But he needs to let you know this, because there are a lot of things that you aren't aware of. And for some reason, he thinks that you're going to care. And if you are the Divine Feminine, or, this is your twin flame relationship, you already have a heads up. You already know, you're aware of this. But I feel like at the same time, too, you're never going to stop loving this person. So, yeah, you'll lend a listening ear. But what's important is to not allow him to slip back in because of this concocted story. And he is looking for some sort of balancing of the scales with the Six of Pentacles. He wants you to believe that he's being sincere. And with the mature man here, he has plenty of experience, even with other women, even, or other counterparts that he's tried this on. He's been successful. He's like the king at doing this. And you know this because you've taken him back several times. So this is no secret. Now, with the World card here, I do feel a completion. So maybe this is the last hoorah, but that doesn't mean you have to let this man move in. That doesn't mean that he's coming to you. I always get like a picture of, in my scenario, I always get an image of the last part of the movie, The Color Purple, to where Mr. had all these regrets. And then he ended up a lonely man by himself. That's one. And then it's a Tyler Perry movie to where, the husband cheated on the wife, but he went and got with his karmic partner and she left him, took everything. And somehow this man ended up in a wheelchair. I don't remember what happened. Maybe it was a car accident, but he came back to his, Divine Feminine, his first wife, and she welcomed him in, wheelchair and all. He couldn't do anything for her at that point, but she also, retaliated against him too, which was funny. That's what made the movie remarkable. But, he came back, but he was useless. So I'm feeling this energy now, like he's totally useless, whether, he can't con you with money. He can't con you with gifts this time, or trips, or whatever it was that he conned you with. He can't do that. Even the sex is not going to be the same because there's something going on down there. Okay. And that's the things that he wants to tell you. And it still feels more ego based on his end. Like he's telling you because he still wants to believe that he has a chance with you, even after all the hell that he put you through. Like he's still sitting back like, nah, shoot, I still got, that's still mine. That's still mine. There can only be one me. If I revert back to the R. Kelly lyrics, and that was spell incantation. He's casting a spell. He wants to send that message to you. And then also it's ego based that, can't nobody do you like me. You can go read the lyrics for yourself, but be careful. All right. Thief card is here. So this is what's most important. He's not coming here to bring you joy. He's not coming back to bring you just moments of happiness. He's coming back to steal again. It's almost like that vampire who's looking for blood. He knows that your blood is the best blood. He's tested all these other bloods out here from all these other different women or men or whatever. He's tested it and it don't taste like yours, Divine Feminine. But little does he know, let's smack him in the head, that there's a reason for that. you had the best blood because he asked for that. He prayed for that. You're the divine counterpart. It's like, duh. Anyway, just know nothing's changed, divine feminine. Okay, let me get a couple of more clarifiers. I had to bring it down, okay? I had to bring it down, and I hope I brought you down too. Let's go ahead and woosah. Spirit, what other clarifiers do you have for this spread on the table for the divine feminine? Divine masculine, if you are here, again, I'm not bashing you, but you got to come with something different. Or don't come at all. And that's the whole point. Just don't try it all. If you're the same, don't do it. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, I have the clouds here. So he's still hoping for, something beyond the horizon of the clouds that he's facing on a hourly basis, I'll say, because I feel like, the heat has really been turned up recently to where he's really like, oh my God, like, what did I get myself into? And here's the divine feminine here in the top right hand of the corner with all the sunshine and the birds are chirping and everything's lovely over there. Yes. And he's like, how can I get over there? Okay. All right. So child card and the well card. So, oh my God. So what I just felt, divine feminine, is, if there is a child involved, and most of us do have a child involved with that divine masculine. There are major regrets coming from the DM, relating to this child. He doesn't realize how bad he's let himself down and even the more this child down. He is in that feeling of ultimate remorseful regret. Now, what the DM needs to do is to search a little deeper into the well. Cast that bucket down a little bit further to reach those real raw emotions of water that are in the bottom of that well. You can't scoop the water up because your bucket's not low enough, divine masculine. You didn't reach the water to be able to pull the water back up and look at it and then drink from it and refresh yourself. You're not going deep enough, divine masculine. Divine feminine, he's not going deep enough. It's not time yet. He's not ready. He's not ready. All right, and just for goodness sakes, let me grab one of these or a couple energy oracle cards, Spirit, whatever you would have the divine feminine know right now. I'm just shuffling off to the side, but let me get back in the camera. Third time is the charm. And I'm going to cut. Okay. Y'all, look up those lyrics. It's a spell. And it's a spell that's energetically being cast on the divine feminine from the divine masculine. Deceit. I'm gone, y'all. I'm going home. I am at home, but I'm really going to enjoy the rest of my Saturday because I had to get this message out to you. And at the bottom of the deck, strategy. Look at this. Next to the Nine of Swords, he is all out of ideas. And the ideas that he has to approach you, he knows are not good enough. So he is really out of sorts with how to get back to his divine feminine the right way. That's what's missing out of this whole equation, the right way. All right, divine feminines and divine masculines, I hope this helped you.